Hello Idle Hero fans, thank you for tuning in today for my new Fresh Account series. I feel like I've used that intro a few times now and it's a little funny saying it again, but this time it's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be focusing my efforts on the seasonal server on the private server, which means that I'll have a lot better progress than I would have if I was on the private server, and I mean definitely if I was on the official server. I already collected my mail for this server because I actually had tried to record this just a few seconds ago, but the recording screwed up, so I haven't done anything other than collect the mail though, and my the cool events tab. I collected this and I collected the mail. Nothing else has been done. I'm still level 1. I did create the account just a few hours after the reset, so I do have a bunch of experience I can collect. Obviously it gets me right to level 52, which is not a lot though. As you can see, even just starting a few hours late, there's already people who are level 84, which really just drives home the point I was talking about last time, where if you do not start on time, you're in hard shape. You have to start exactly when the server comes out, otherwise you're in trouble. And this seasonal is a really weird one actually, because there's some weird conditions, and I'll get into that in just a second. Let me claim these rewards. There's a few conditions that this server has, or that the seasonal server has, that's going to be a little bit different. The way it works is that the slots for the teams will be different. The unit in a first slot will gain 100% attack but lose 50% HP. The second slot will be given 50% thorns, which is kind of like return damage, but they lose 100% skill damage, which just straight up means they don't do any damage with their abilities. Slot 3 will gain 150% ambush, which means their first attack will have 150% extra ability or extra power, but they lose 100% armor, so very squishy. The fourth slot is going to give them plus 50 energy regain, which means they'll use their ability every turn, but they can't, they'll have no speed, minus 9,999 speed, so they'll always use their ability last. Slot 5 is going to be 500% sanctuary, but they begin the combat stunned for 2 rounds. Now, Sanctuary, I've been led to believe, is like a shield. I'm not exactly sure how they determine the strength of this shield, but usually it's effective for 2 turns of damage. That's what I've heard. I haven't tested it. We'll have to see in the series itself. And Slot 6 is 100% control immune, plus 200 speed, but they lose 50% of their attack. So, there's going to be some interesting things working at this this seasonal. It's going to make your team very, very strategically dependent. You're going to have to really pick how you want to go about making your team in a really important way, because, for example, you can't really put your tank in a first slot anymore. You really don't want to, because you're making waste of that 100% attack, and plus they're going to be losing 50% of their HP anyway, so it's not really going to be an effective tank. However, something like Margaret might be really good, because she's meant to die anyway with her Margaret's gift, and all of her other abilities are just gonna do so much more damage. However, the only problem with that is that you would have to commit to a team that's probably going to be dependent on Abyss, and unless you're going to go pure Abyss, I don't know how valuable that's going to be. I think that, as usual, Fortress is going to be the strongest faction in this server. What? Oh, I'll probably set my team. There we go. Fortress is going to probably be the strongest. But another thing that they did change is that no longer will you be able to get 2 items or 2 heroes from your each profit orb. You're just going to be getting 1, which means getting fodder for one specific faction is going to be hard. But in order to compensate that, they have every faction, or every event is going to be open all the time. So these events are going to last 1 week, and then they're going to end, and then they're going to start over every time. So you're going to be able to get all the Awakened Glory missions once per week. You're going to get the Broken Space once a week, Tavern, Militants, Summoning Prizes, all of them, Casino, Profit Orbs. Everything is going to be open all the time. So there's going to be a shitload of resources gained that way. Now, the only thing is that this is going to be pretty tricky, because things like the arena, this is going to be a really important one to get gems and scrolls, because everyone can really contribute in it all the time, as well as the casino prize is pretty easy. You just have to be vigilant in the market to make sure that you get as many of the tokens that you can that cost gold, but at the same time it's going to be a little bit hard, because you're going to be splitting your gems in so many different directions that it makes it very difficult to actually choose which ones are the best. I'm not sure if this was the case for the other seasons, but in this case, you can also only get 3-star heroes or better from the summoning altar. Well, at least from the heroic summoning altar, sorry. Wait, I guess that makes no sense. No, it's always been that way. I read somewhere in the description that it was something done to 1- and 2-star heroes. Maybe I'm completely mistaken because I just got 2-star heroes, but I thought it was that they had removed 1- and 2-star heroes from the basic summons and that you could only get 3-star and better, but maybe I'm mistaken about that. I'll find that out and let you guys know next time. But anyway, the odds of getting 5 stars are supposed to be dramatically higher. Not that you would believe it by what just happened, but what are you going to do? The way that seasonal has always worked is that it's been extremely RNG dependent, especially in the first few rounds. If in the first few days you don't get something great, you're probably shit out of luck. But that's just it. The cool thing is that the Prophet Orb event is on right now as well, so you should be able to get lots of Prophet Orbs from the campaign itself, which is awesome. A great way to get more resources. I personally am probably going to be aiming for a Fortress and Forest team, 3 of 3. That's probably going to be my goal, especially since we got that new teaser earlier today from Idle Heroes saying that we're probably going to be having Queen Vasa added pretty soon. So with that being the case, there's finally a 3rd Forest unit that's worth using. So you're probably going to be looking at Vasa, Demon Hunter, Rosa, and then the 3 Fortress heroes that you prefer. There's quite a few that are good, so it depends on your style, what you want, but there's a lot of good options. I would hope probably for like Sigmund, Ormus, and who would I want as the 3rd? Maybe Emily. It's hard to tell though. I'm gonna have to look into the placements a lot more. I haven't done a ton of research right now on which spots are gonna be the best for each hero, but I think that Forest and Fortress have a big enough pool, mainly Fortress, of heroes that you could find a good one to put in each slot while still maintaining that aura, because auras are always going to be important no matter what the condition is. If you can get an aura, that's always going to have you at an advantage. So that's the main thing I'm going to be working towards. As for these videos, I'm going to try, I'm not actually going to try, I'm going to commit to it. I will do at least one of these videos a week, hoping to get at least 4 or 5 of them out this month. So I would like to get at least 2 done a week on some weeks. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I am going to be playing every day to try and keep competitive. So that would have been a better approach for my new Fresh Account series to begin with, but I didn't take it that way. I may do more than 1 a week, obviously, but I want to do at least the 1 a week, so it'll kind of be like an update. And but like thinking about it, like I don't want to just do 4 a month, because that's the only seasonal. That's as long as the seasonal lasts. So if I was to continue doing this, I'd do 4, and then the seasonal would end, and I'd do 4 more. And I don't know, that just doesn't seem that great. So maybe I'll see if I can do 2 per week. That way I would get out at least 8 per month. So 8 episodes per season, which would be pretty good. I think that's pretty fair. Let me know what you guys think. I don't want to do too many, because a lot of it will become redundant if I do keep making too many of them. So 2 a week sounds pretty good to keep it interesting, but also not really have it so that there's still lots of videos. This is kind of a weird situation. I guess it's because my heroes are all level 1. If my heroes weren't all level 1, it would be okay. You see a lot of like weird little status effects going on. I haven't focused too much on what my heroes are currently doing right now, because these first few stages you don't really need to worry too much about your hero's placement. Nothing really matters at this point in the game, because the enemies are so weak that, I mean, how could it matter? Level these guys up a little bit just to get some free stats here. I'll just leave those guys empty. One thing I am curious about is how people got so many good heroes already. There are people with full 6-star or 5-star teams, and the server only just began. I don't know how they got that lucky that quickly, but I guess it's just RNG. That's the way the game goes. I definitely have to keep up on other areas though. Like I might only do a certain amount of campaign on stream and then try to do a certain amount of the events. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to structure these episodes. I might just do it free flowing, like whatever I kind of do and whatever I can chat about, that's what I'll do. But we'll have to see as it goes forward. You guys should let me know how you feel about that. What content would you like to see more in these episodes? Does it really matter, or would you like to see me kind of dabble in all the different aspects of the seasonal server? I lost that one, okay. So, just let me know what you guys think. Okay, I'm going to jump into the arena. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see here, we have 3 6-star heroes. Like, and wait, what? What is happening here? How is this much many resources being obtained already? I'm gonna have to look into this and find out for you guys. I might do another episode quick to this first one, because I'm kind of not caught up in the loop, I guess. I don't really know how people have gotten so far ahead so fast. I'll have to see. But right now I have no idea how people have gotten this far ahead this quickly. And why is the only opponent 36,000? Okay, there we go. That's better. So let's get some points done here and see how this goes, because this is looking scary. This seasonal is looking pretty scary. I know a lot of people were a little annoyed at how it was structured to begin with, because it seems like this one is going to be a very grind-heavy season, and that's never good for anybody. Nobody wants to spend a ton of time on these seasonal servers. Half of the reason why people play them in the first place is just to get the bonus rewards that you can get from the second server. So being forced to play them on a really dedicated level is kind of tedious. But we'll have to see how it pans out. Okay, so beat that person. I guess the question would be, how many do I have to do to get my first reward? I have to do 20, so that's not terrible. I can't do 20 now just because I don't have the resources anyway, but we can see. We can do a few of them. Most of these fights don't take any time anyway. They're just level 1 opponents. I think I clicked the reward, but I definitely didn't see it. But if people are getting resources that fast, I think that the seasonal server might be a little fucked. I think that that might be a mistake to see that many resources on the first day, or I guess the second day technically. We're only about 24 hours in though, so I think Meh may have dropped the ball with this. We'll have to see. Maybe he can find a way to reel it back, like, but I guess he really can't though, because if for example, if he tries to lower the rewards for the events next week, because I assume that's where they're getting all these resources is from the rewards. If that's where they're getting it from, he can't really lower it, because people who start off a little bit later are going to be completely screwed. But at the same time, it seems like this is a bit too high to leave this way. I don't really know. This is curious how they're going to deal with this. I couldn't say for sure. If I run out of tangible opponents, maybe I should be able to beat this guy. It's going to be rough. We're going to have to see how it all goes in the end. There's no way to judge it right now, but looking at that, at how many resources these players have, it seems like it's a bit much. Oh, get out of here, Kefka. I don't even know why you're showing up in the first place. I definitely turned off all those alerts. OBS is just being an asshole about it, but what are you going to do? Alright, so let's kill that guy. I think that's as many PvP that we can do for today. That leaves us off with, how many did we do? Didn't count them. We did 9, okay. So summoning prizes, I guess you get a free hero when you do 10, which is nice. Casino prizes, I can't do 50 right now. And the profit orbs, like, I don't know how you get started on these so quickly is a big thing. Like, how did they get so far ahead so fast? Maybe I'm missing something here. I don't quite get it. Can you even get these tokens? Are they even available? Not yet. Maybe they're available at a higher level in the campaign. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, I already lost these guys. So I guess the only thing I can do right now is probably jump into the Tower of Oblivion. Actually, there was a challenge there. Do that. Claim that. I can do 2 more arena now as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some talking around, see what I can do. Ask the guild and stuff like that. I was with VIP last time, and they're looking to keep their members over the course of multiple seasons. So I'll ask them what the secret is to unlimited resources and get back to you guys on that. I probably could figure it out by just sitting and looking down on it for a little while and drawing out a plan, but I always found it easier when you're trying to look at these things to talk amongst other people as well, and I think that's something that's underrated when it comes to my videos in general, is that even though I try to do my best to research things, a lot of what I get comes from just talking about it to other people. So whenever you're looking for advice or trying to figure out something when it comes to a seasonal server, the private server, or the official server, jump online, jump on Discord, or jump on Reddit and ask for help. People are always willing to help, and people love talking about Idle Heroes, so there's always someone who will give you a hand. Well, this is taking a million years. There is actually a Discord server that I joined recently for Idle Heroes, so I will post that in the comments below. I'll pin a comment with it in it, and you guys can jump into that, and if you want to chat with them, they'll be more than willing to help you out. But I think I'm going to call this episode here. It's going to make it a little bit quicker than probably the other ones, because I don't feel like I have too much to offer on this one. But moving forward, for the next episode, I'll see what I can do to get more information for you guys. So thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a great day.